Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you.
I got nothing but nightmares from those years.
You survived because of me!
How's it that you're never scared?
Who says that I'm not? I'm scared of ending up alone.
I struggled a long time with surviving. No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for.
You shot him.
Sarah. Give me a hand with this.
You alright?
It's nothing.
Let's search for supplies.
That thing was a fucking clicker. Oh my god, those things are creepy as fuck. And they are incredibly strong, especially on hard mode, so pretty much there's no use trying to take them on in hand-to-hand combat, because you will die. They take the concept of stealth to totally new heights.
Oh boy.
Up there. Look. Yeesh.
Looks like shivs are pretty useful items indeed. You can use them to unlock doors, you can use them to kill your enemies, you can use them for a lot of different things. And usually when you unlock doors like these, there are these storerooms with a bunch of different objects and materials lying around for you to take. And Naughty Dog managed to do survival horror incredibly well. Just like with Resident Evil 4, ammo is very hard to come by. So you need to make every shot count, and you need to search for ammo as much as you possibly can. Otherwise, you are just screwed out of your mind, pal.
Get me up there. I'll check it out.
Just see if there's a way through.
It's clear. Come on, Ellie.
All right, kid, you're up.
Come on. You got it. Okay. Come on, big guy. Let's go. Okay. Clickers?
Shit, go.
In the demo, this is where you're first introduced to the stealth mechanic of being able to throw bottles and bricks to distract your enemies. And it works like a charm with clickers, especially since the only way they could possibly sense you is if you make a sound. Now, this is a much more sophisticated system than I thought it was, but it really doesn't become clear to me until later that this is incredibly different than what I'm used to. Because I was still under the impression at this point that clickers could see, and I totally forgot that Tess just explained that they don't have eyes.
Other than shitting my pants, I'm fine.
Let's go.
Give me a second. There you go, ladies.
All right. Come on.
The stairwell's blocked. This is crazy. Just don't look down. Are you serious? Come on, Ellie. Yeah.
There's the Capitol building with the golden roof. And how are they going to get all the way over there? Who freaking knows?
Runners.
I'll go check it out. Stay with the girl.
This is the part of demo where I had a lot of trouble getting through, so naturally I had a lot of trouble getting through on this playthrough, especially since I'm still playing on hard mode. But just take a moment to listen to these monsters. It's so macabre and so morbid how they sound. They just sound so tortured and devastated, and I almost feel bad for the monsters. It's really creepy. Needless to say, stealth was incredibly difficult during this point. I tried taking this guy down and setting into motion a series of events that would aid me in the future, but the sound mechanic, again, which was my only real strategy at this point, didn't work how I wanted it to. And now the thing was, I didn't realize, again, that clickers can't see, and that I could do so much more, so I just ended up having to break into raw physical combat. I always try to use hearing mode to get a good head count of the enemies I'm dealing with before I go breaking into a fight that could end up being really bad. So with the sound mechanic not working exactly how I wanted it to, I decided to take to a different route and attract a different monster toward me so I could take him out. I really like the way game overs were handled in this game because they're very quick, but they're still very atmospheric and substantial. My last plan of action didn't quite work as I wanted it to, so I decided to take a different route this time around. And by different route, I mean the same exact route, but with a different result. Though I guess, in the end, maybe the result was exactly the same since I ended up dying anyway. I really held my own in this time until I decided to try to punch a clicker. Thankfully, the game over message actually, told me that that probably wasn't a good idea. So, it's time for number 3 to see if I can do any better than the last 2 times. And of course, I had the same exact idea as before, because again, if a person only has one skill, they're going to try to use it to the best of their ability, and if things don't go right, then they have nothing to fall back on. I figured though it wasn't my fault that things weren't going correctly. Maybe I was just reading the AI wrongly, and if I just given it a few more chances, I could understand exactly how they respond to things and what I should do about that. Of course, that was a fallacy. It was utterly and totally my fault for not thinking of a different plan of action to use rather than trying to surprise these guys. Clearly that did not work. You see, the clickers have these kind of weird motions where they start flailing around, and if you're anywhere in that range, they will grab you and kill you instantly. And as much as I don't like insta-kills, it makes them very threatening, and it's not unfair. It's very cool. And really, you just have to avoid them at all costs while you handle other things. Now, of course, I didn't really have very good knowledge of the game world this far, so I wasn't very good at avoiding them, so I kept trying these different strategies which just didn't work. Having successfully lured them away, I decided to just try to go ahead and open the passageway to get out of here. But there's two things I didn't count on. One, I forgot that Ellie and Tess were too far away to make it there in time. And two, I didn't realize how loud moving that cabinet was going to be. You can't fault me for sticking to my guns, though. That's, my friends, what they in the baseball league call a really bad pitch. I revised my strategy and tried to lure them into the big room while I took care of the other guy, and it worked pretty well. But pretty well, as I've learned 4 or 5 times already, is not enough for me to get through this game. If you're wondering how the monsters kept noticing me even though I was sneaking behind them, I'm pretty sure it's because I wasn't stalking. I was moving too quickly, and therefore they probably were able to hear my footsteps. So with stealth having failed again, I was on a mad dash to find ammo and get away from the clicker who wanted my head on a silver platter. It was just me and the clicker left, and I was not going to ruin this chance at survival. And this would have been so much easier if I had just realized that clickers can't see.
right, come on down.
It was a good thing I had a weapon, otherwise I would have gone very badly. I think I was just moving too quickly, and especially clickers will be able to hear you when you're moving that fast. I just had to slow myself down a bit, and I would have been able to take those guys out stealthily. But, you know, in the end, I think what I gleaned most from this experience was that sometimes stealth just isn't the answer. Sometimes you have to take a guy out loudly and handle things that way. Otherwise, you'll be sitting there all day hiding behind cover waiting for the perfect opportunity to pass you by, and it just won't come.
All right, Tess, go.
All right, hold on. Give me a hand, Ellie.
All right.
After getting out of that mess, I was really hoping not to run into more clickers or infected for a while, because I was not prepared to face them again. Of course, if I was granted my wish, that would mean that the game wouldn't be doing its job of being a survival horror game. So, I would just have to balls up and take it in the ass.
No, I was thinking. After we get back, take it easy for a little while.
You want to take it easy.
Hey, you're the one always going on about laying low.
And you always brush me off.
Well, not this time.
I believe it when I see it.